Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? I just spent 3 minutes talking to myself because I'm still trying to get used to this streaming software. So I've already said hello and welcome to everybody who is in stream. And I'm going to go through and say hello and welcome to everybody again. So we got Ryder, we had Eric King, Bite Moose, Melfies, Jimmy J, Stephen Parkinson, Dan McCann, Smoodalini, Jem P. I'm just having a look down the list and see there's lots of conversations going on. Petro Gracemark, thank you very much for your support, sir. You got in really, really early. That was absolutely fantastic. We've also got Pio Johansson. Hello and welcome to the stream. Is it possible to crash a pyramid? Probably. Well, I could probably find a way. I just want to double check that everybody is actually getting this. If you could just say hello back in the stream, in the chat, then I know for absolutely certain that everybody is able to listen to this, because this new streaming software thing is a little bit peculiar. Hello back. Right, well that's good. That's good. We've got hello backs. This is the Nameless AoE. Hello, welcome to the stream. Axel, hello, welcome to you. Before we go any further, before I tell you the game and all the rest of it, there is someone here who is itching to just say a quick hello. So I'm just going to pass the headset over and he can say his hello.
It's me, Amalia, and good. I hope you enjoy Fifth Girl. And yeah, I must go to save the Princess Peach. Goodbye, all.
There we go. That was the next generation of Frithgars. He has been looking forward to doing that for quite some time. He really has. So that was my son. That was my son. He is most delighted that he got to say hello, and we are going to get on with the show. So I've got music playing faintly in the background. I've been warned that music might give me some copyright issues, and I may have to switch it off entirely. It doesn't look like it separates it out from the master volume, which is, I'm hoping it will once we get into the game. This is Builders of Egypt, the Prologue. And this is basically a rebuild of an old game called Pharaoh. Now, this is a city builder game from way, way back. It's more than 20 years old now. It is one of my favorite city builder games because you built pyramids in the game. Now, I know a lot of you will have played city builders, and a bit of lag, the sound cuts out. I'm hoping... I've also heard that there may be some issues with sound. I'm hoping that that's not going to be too much of an issue. We will see. New campaign. We'll go into here. We'll sort of talk about this a little bit as we go along. So this game here is called... Well, this one is Builders of Egypt. It's it looks like it's a rebuild of Pharaoh. It is absolutely amazing. I loved this game. You got to build the pyramids, and you didn't, like I was saying, you didn't just build the pyramids. You take the materials and then a pyramid materializes. It was built block by block, layer by layer, and it was unique. There was no other games that did that. It was absolutely amazing. So you can see here, you got Old Kingdom, Saqqara, Abju, I'm not really sure what this, traveling to the beyond, among the inhabitants of the sand, glorious capital for Kemet. This is just a prologue. We only get this first little bit here, and if it's anything like Pharaoh, then we will be building all the pyramids and everything as we work our way through the game. But all we can do at the moment is do this one. This is just like an early alpha demo. So we've got the first Egyptians established arable fields. Well, you're moving. I can't read that. Can't read that. There. Arable fields mainly for spelt, barley, and date palm because their meals were based on bread and beer. Cattle, pigs, goats, sheep, and cattle, pig, goats, sheep, and goats were reared, but most often tasty, nutritious fish of various species supplied by the Nile was eaten. Continuously developed craftsmanship supported the development of agriculture and breeding thanks to brickyards. which produced sun-dried mud bricks. Local population could build their first houses and workshops in the early period of Egypt's development. Also, bakeries and breweries can be considered one of the most important workshops. In order to gain hard-to-reach goods, the Egyptians established business contacts. Yada, 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 yada. There is a lot to read. I'm not going to read all of that. We're going to jump straight in and take our first look at the game. If there are any issues with the stream, with sound, with anything like that, please let me know in the chat, and I will do whatever I can to try to adjust it, because I don't want this being messed up. I want this to run smoothly. The ruler of Upper Egypt, King Narmer, conquered Lower Egypt and united the kingdom on the Nile. Now the country needs a capital. King Aha, Narmer's successor, sends you to Memphis, Ineb-Hedge, maybe, to supervise the construction of this magnificent city, a political, administrative, and religious center, which will become home to the royal family, and thanks to its monumentality, it will strengthen its authority. Sound and stream are buffering from time to time. Sound is cracking up a little bit, not too bad. Right. Yeah, I don't know if that's partly to do with the game. King Narmer was killed by a hippo, according to Bite Moose. Sounds a little bit scratchy. Right, well, I'll see if I can just move things around a little bit. I might need to adjust my headset a little bit. And, okay, so we've got set number of things that we've got to gather. Now, the game, I'm sort of going on what the game used to be like. And it looks like we might be alright in here. It looks like we might be alright. And if we have a look at this, this is your basic map. Okay, this is what it starts out with. You have the Nile. And the Nile has a number of different features, namely there's a lot of water, there are hippos and crocodiles in the Nile, and you have the annual inundation, right? The water floods every year from rains further into Africa, and those floods come down the Nile and they flood certain areas of land, which you can then go and farm later on. So your farming is periodic farming, it's an annual thing that is reliant on when the Nile is in flood and when the Nile is not. The Nile floods and it deposits silt on the floodplains. The waters recede, you farm, you grow crop in the rich fertile soil, and you harvest before the next inundation comes along. You've also got a whole load of trees, palm trees and stuff, and then you've got a big area of desert that will often have resources in it that you can harvest and you can use for various construction projects. There is a road that comes in over here, and there is very likely going to be a road over the other side somewhere. No, there isn't. Sometimes there's two roads that goes right across the map, and sometimes there was not. Mike sounds like it has a loose wire. Not that bad, just... Right, hang on a minute. I might need to just adjust a little bit. Has that made any difference to the microphone? Because I did hear a report that the game was sort of interfering with microphones. I've tweaked the microphone a little bit, so maybe there is a loose wire in there. Oh, yeah, I'm really sorry. I did just twist the thingy going into, so it may have seated it a little. I just twisted the jack. It may have seated it a little bit. I should have warned you I was going to do that. I'm really sorry. I definitely should have warned you I was going to do that. That was not the thing to go and do without warning, wasn't it? So, in ancient Egypt, the idea of currency was unknown. The work was paid for with bread and beer. To simplify this mechanic, treat these resources as the cost of placing builders and exchanging wares. You can find their icons in the top panel. So there we go. We got bread up there and we got beer. So we're not using coin in this one. We use bread and beer to trade. And that's basically what... okay, so it is all better. So it's either that it wasn't quite seated right, or I do have a slight loose connection. If it comes back, let me know. Yeah, if the scratchiness comes back, let me know, because it might have just been that I hadn't seated the microphone jack properly. So I'm really, really hoping that it will be all right. You can get bread and beer mainly from trading and collecting taxes, but these are not a reliable source of income, so make sure you do not run out of them, because in such a situation you will not be able to further develop your settlement. Alright, let's press space to continue. Settlement development should start with designing a grid of streets. Select road from the building. So there's our road over there. We have houses and roads. We want road over here. I like that this is done with the whole bread thing, the bread cost. Right, I'm going to put the road across there like that. Oh, I see. We click and then click again to make it. And that's cost me bread. Now that is different. That's new. That definitely was not how it worked in the original Pharaoh. The original Pharaoh, you did actually have coin. But then they did an online sort of version of Pharaoh, which was just one of those online browser games, and that one did use bread as a like a development as a currency, and that was really, really awesome. It's no good. Happy birthday, Frith. Thank you very much for your support, sir. That is absolutely fan-schmastic. I need to just very quickly build some of these. Very much appreciated. Let me just build that one into there. Right, so I've now got some houses that are being built. I've got circles over here. Oh, we need to actually zoom in quite a bit. I'm zoomed way out there. I can't really see very much. You can rotate things round, so I could have rotated a few of those round so that I could see things a little bit better. And if I go over this way, I've got people coming in. A building place like this will encourage immigrants to settle in your city at sufficiently high levels of satisfaction, which, as you will notice in the later game, is not easy to achieve. The arrival of the first inhabitants is announced by a message in the bottom right corner. Incoming dwellers, 1 down there. Okay, so I don't press escape to get rid of that. I don't press C. I'm going to press escape a minute, and I'm going to go to settings, and I'm going to go to user interface. No, I'm not. I'm going to go to keyboard and mouse. Move forward, move left, road, rotate, demolish, house, select. Oh, it might just be that we... right click. Right click gets rid of that. That works beautifully with that one. Josh Roberts, hello, welcome to the stream. Fantastic to see you here. And... right, it does sound like the sound has been done with, has been dealt with. Why? Oh, I know why we've got these little alarms here. What we need to do. So press space to continue. Remember, you can always demolish a building. Refund depends on the level of difficulty. Note that removing buildings at a later stage can be tricky, as you can shatter the delicate economic balance. Let's practice demolition on this road because we don't need it here. Remove this highlighted section. Okay, so we go there to demolish. Now, what with the... yeah, press V to demolish. There, so I've gotten that back, and your dwellers need to be protected against fires, so select the fire station. So we want to go into here, administrative buildings. The same symbols are used in here as we used in Pharaoh for the most part. So I will drop that bad boy in there, and you right click just to get rid of it. Note that after clicking on the fire station range icon in the bottom right corner, a filter will appear showing the coverage of the settlement with the range of the buildings given. This building protects other buildings from fire, but remember the effect of protection reduces as distance increases. A good idea to build fire stations at relatively small distances from each other for better protection. Better coverage results in fewer fires and reduces the consequences of them. Okay. I click on there, and I've got fire protection right there. And you can see, if I zoom out, that's your fire protection in there. So these are relatively alright with fire protection. It's the green area around there that is best protected by it. Just click away from that one, press space. It is high time to look at the buildings you have constructed. Use right mouse button to select a house. Details of the building will be displayed. If you look from the top, you'll notice things listed below. Current warnings, name of the building, level of the building, capacity of the house, number of available workers, risk of disasters, the required resources. This is basically everything that you could see when you played the game Pharaoh, right? You click on here, it had the resources in here that you could use. Needed for upgrade, we need to be able to access water, which was always very, very important. And we've got no dwellers in this house at the moment. Now, if I click away from that one and I go over to here, we have got some dwellers in this one. One significant difference I would like to point out with this game at the moment and the original Pharaoh, it might just be because we're in tutorial mode, is that you had to join the road to the incoming road for the travellers to actually be able to turn up. And it's distressing me that we're not doing that, but I'm not allowed to build anymore. So that's something that used to be there. This game is, and thank you if you saw, it's no good, or should I say it's very good, from Smootherly. That is quite yeah, it's, do I say that or not? Don't really know. Michael Burke, fire protection 1 or 2, and for how long? Right, at the moment, what we got over here, I've actually got 6 workers in here for fire protection. We're doing alright. Fire protection is looking good. We're looking very good in here for fire protection. I need to press spacebar. I know that each house has its own range, which determines the maximum distance to the building which a dweller can work. In case of hard-to-reach workplaces such as mines, it's worth considering building a work camp, which is mostly a self-sufficient unit. What I used to do, in order to get round this, is that the population would be linked. You only had to have one house nearby. So I would build clusters of 4 houses close to. So if I went and built a mine out in the desert, right, it's too far away from water to be of any good. The most you could have was a rundown shanty. So I would build a rundown shanty with a fireplace, a fire station nearby, and just access to very basic medical care, and that would be it. Then people could be employed from there to run a whole load of quarries that, say, would be working there, and they would send workers from my main settlement. So it was kind of like a little cheat to get round on Pharaoh, which was very awesome. So I don't know if I'll still be able to do that in this one. But it did used to work quite well. In order to upgrade the house, a well should be placed. Okay, we now need to build. We can now access our sanitary items in here. We've only got well available in this prologue. There are a number of others you have. Well, there used to be. I'm still going on Pharaoh. This isn't actually Pharaoh. We got to remember that this game, despite being very similar to Pharaoh, is not actually that game. It's different. But I mean, this is amazing. Houses used to, and they still do, automatically upgrade themselves. But what they also used to do was, if you had 4 houses in one area that were similar, they would combine together to make one larger house. And then those 4 larger houses would, you know, they would sort of get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you would have, once the 4 houses had sort of gotten big enough, and you'd advance enough, you would even have more houses than that joined together to make these luxury mansions. But you didn't really want too many of those because they took up more space, but they housed a lot less people. This is remodeled Axel. This is remodeled Pharaoh. It's basically like, I don't know 100% certain at the moment if the developer had anything to do with the original game. I don't know for 100% certain. I haven't been able to confirm that yet. But I'm hoping to be able to find out everything about this game that could possibly be found out before it is fully released. Because Pharaoh, as I've said, all-time favourite game. I loved it. It was absolutely amazing. The house will now be upgraded if it has been completely occupied, is by the road, and meets all the conditions. Remember that if there is something missing from the previous level in the next level of the house will be degraded to the previous level after a while. If water runs out, the houses very quickly downgrade. Now, in the full game, I don't know how many levels of house we can have in this particular version. We need access to some food, so I'm hoping that we will upgrade a little bit. But obviously, this is the prologue. This is just a simple demo. It's not even got everything in it. Now, I am going to attempt to go to settings and audio. We're keeping the music off. I'm going to bring up the master volume on here, and hopefully the music will stay off. Right, well, the music's staying off. houses in here. We've got the house level 2 city rating and stuff in there. Can we change any? We don't seem to be able to change anything on there. I don't know if people would be able to be renamed. We've got Arquette here. Oh, no, wait, yeah, Arquette there. That's the date there. Jati is right there. Apparel is there. Neferkuri. Incoming in any. Because we've upgraded the houses now, what we've got is more capacity for people to live in the house. Our other houses, we didn't have much in the way of capacity in there at all. I don't know if I can I build. I can't build any more houses at the moment. I'm not allowed to build any more houses at the moment. We got to keep following through this bit. Oh, excuse me. I'm really sorry. Suddenly yawning. Oh, that's much better. Right. Yeah, it is a bit like Banished. Banished reminded me a bit of playing Pharaoh, and I am seriously considering playing Pharaoh properly in another stream in the not too distant future, so that you can compare the two games, because they're absolutely amazing. Right. Can't do anything there from it. Each city needs organised production for its growth, starting from the production of basic resources necessary to upgrade the houses. Built clay pits. Okay, wants us to build a clay pit. Manufacturing products may involve more than one building within the production chain. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, we know all about that. So we want to build a clay pit first. Now, clay pits is telling me where to build it, but you'll have certain areas where you will be able to go and get clay. You also need to be able to build it within range of the housing. Look, those are 4 of 7 in those 2 houses there. So I'm going to assume that we had 4 people in each of those houses. We will drop in a clay pit there. Now, what's going to happen next is that clay pit is going to need workers. They've got workers at the moment. There are some workers there, and they will just be coming from the house down here. So there's nothing too dramatic or amazing or fantastic about that. They're just going to come up there, and then they're going to sort of build things. But the level of detail on this is quite amazing, right? Compared to the original Pharaoh, this is absolutely beautiful. Because I mean, that you got to remember, that game was it's over 20 years old. In the chat, is there anybody here who would actually like to see a stream of some of the original Pharaoh? I won't start right from the beginning. I'll probably get partway into the one of the campaigns so that you can see a pyramid being built, because that's one of my favourite things about that game. So is there anybody who would actually like to see that? Because if you do, I can hopefully try and get that set up so that I could do a stream on Pharaoh. I'm hoping, well, if I can make it work. Like, we don't necessarily always have things that work well, but I would like to be able to do it, because I so love that game. And this, like, the detail on this compared to the clay pits on the original, this is absolutely beautiful. We're on 85% on there. I'm just kind of letting that one tick up through. Note that each building requires workers to be assigned from their homes. Production buildings have a minimum number of employees below which they won't start working, and a maximum number of employees reaches 100% efficiency. What you can do, and you often end up with, or I would, because of the way that I would do things in Pharaoh, is that I would end up with like 10 industries, and a lot of them were working at 50% efficiency because they only had half the workers. I would really struggle with that, but I tended to overproduce everything. That is my big kind of problem that I would have. Keep an eye on the workforce in a settlement by building new houses. So you can always build new houses, but the problem with building large areas of new houses is as you go on, you don't just need fire. You need to keep the crime rates down. You need to keep sanitation with wells and then water carriers. You need to have access to food. You need to have access to architects to stop things from collapsing on themselves. And it gets worse and worse and worse. So you add in 100 people, and it takes 75 people just to keep those 100 people alive and well and healthy. So then you've got 25 that you can take out for going into other industry. And so you see, it sort of exacerbates itself. The larger you get, the more difficult it gets to make the decisions and get and achieve the balance. And oh, it was beautiful. It was absolutely wonderful. So difficult. It was really, really awesome. Now, the production of wares may require the construction of more than one building within the production chain. You will find information about the building by right-clicking. So we'll click on here. We'll right-click on here, and we've got priority, stop working, shut down, risk of disease, risk of crime, risk of collapse, and risk of fire. So disease is not really going to be an issue in the clay pit, but these four, you have to have 4 separate buildings to take care of those issues. Then that makes clay. Building is full. I've got that completely full, but what else does it say? It said right-click, didn't it? You will find information about the building by right-clicking on it. Right, well, I didn't get that. I've right-clicked on the... Oh, maybe I need to right-click on it over here, do I? I right-clicked and it didn't work. Let's just press the space bar. Finished wares are collected by employees of the stockpile and stored there. Build the stockpile in close range to the production buildings the same way as before. Okay, so we come down here to the administration. We go to the stockpile right there, and the stockpile actually looks very similar to the original stockpile. Not quite the same, but it does look similar. You press R to rotate the buildings around, and I always used to like to put the thingy of the corner in, not quite into the corner. I used to like to put it back like that, but yeah, I'll do the same. Drop that one in there. That looks fantastic. There we go. So then you have these guys. Are they still 12 people to run the stockpile? Oh, it's 10 people now. We got 2 out of 10 carriers, and we got 10 workers in here. It used to be 12 people would work in here. We got 2 carriers. They're going off up the road to go and get stuff from there. What they're going to do is and you can select here what is allowed to be stored in the stockpile, so you can limit certain quantities of goods. You do want to limit it a little bit. You don't want to be taking too much of any one product and stuffing your stockpiles full, because otherwise everything grinds to a halt. Note the stockpile does not have a predefined range. You can pick up orders from the other end of the map. Therefore, you can control the stockpile policy by clicking the right mouse button on the building. So we click on here. It's the left mouse button. It's left mouse button that we should, because you click it on here. Stockpile policy. Because what we got wares in here. Wheat, take all. If I click on there, you got don't take, just sell, collect, sell up to. So we can choose to store a certain quantity of goods in here. And so, say for example, I don't want the stockpile to take any wheat whatsoever, then I just simply don't take. Right, we block all incoming wheat. Just sale. I'm not quite sure what that's a new option, because it used to be take all, take a percentage, or don't take. But we'll leave it like that for now. That's just fine in there. And there's our stockpile, and what it will do is they will keep going. Every time there's a bit of clay over there, another one of the carriers will come over. Right now I've got 0 of 10 carriers working. Oh wait, what's this? To complete one typical production chain, build a brickmaker. Right, well that does make sense. We've got the clay, and now we need the brickmaker in here. Where should we put that one? I think we'll put him down facing that way, like that. There. That is beautiful detail. Look at this. This is amazing. The detail in here. The brickmaker used to be like it's a much smaller building, and it did not have this kind of detail. So these guys here, some of them will go and deliver the clay over to here. Actually, that's the point. Are they delivering the clay? Let's have a look at you. Carriers. I got one carrier going over there. Now, what would often happen is they would go... I think what happens is they go out and they go and collect stuff from the stockpile. And then when theirs is done, the stockpile goes and collects the finished goods and bring them back to the stockpile. That's the way round that it meant. Now, remember that the buildings within a single production chain must have been connected to the same road network in order to be able to supply each other with products using the stock. Roads are used mainly by stockpile and granary workers, so keep roads connected if you want to transport wares in an efficient way. The inhabitants need food to improve their houses. As before, we need to create another production chain. Each subsequent upgrade of the house has its own different requirements. You can check them in the house information card. See if we can find a house information card. We've got the house right there. Upgrade, do not upgrade. Oh, I see. Oh, that is very cool. We can actually stop the upgrade on there, on the house. I can... I've clicked on it. Why did that change to a circle? It's because I've used it already. Don't look for work. Upgrade, do not upgrade. Look for work, don't look for work. Because I clicked on it, I think I may have broken something. Because that's on a square to start with. And now this here is on a circle. And they're both grey. Oh, it's because I've now given them actual options. I don't know how to undo those. I don't know how to reset it to default. I've broken it. I broke the house. I may have to destroy it and start all over. Press the spacebar. Build a fishing wharf so that we can start fishing. That is down over here. We're going to want that. All right, it's not letting me move away from that little bit of the screen. Well, hang on. Sorry, I'm just looking in the chat. Yeah, can we try to keep things a little bit pleasant in the chat, please? Because otherwise I will start issuing blocks. Because there's no need for that. Right, fishing wharf over here. The fishing wharf we need to place down over here, and we can sort of choose where we want to put that thing. I'm going to drop it right down into the middle like that. Wait, what are you doing over here? The food produced has to be stored in a granary, where it will be... So I'm going to go into there. I want to go to a granary, and... That looks fairly similar to the original granary, which is actually really cool. I love, so much is familiar and yet different. Right, it looks kind of like that is definitely based off the original granary building. Look at this! Oh, this is amazing! Look at little pictures on the side. That is, the detail on this is amazing. Oh, that is beautiful. That is absolutely look at this! Oh, this is amazing! This is absolutely incredible. I want to see what the next level of these houses are going to look like once we get the food. What do we build? Yeah, the bazaar. I nearly forgot about the bazaar. This is the marketplace. The bazaar is the marketplace. I want to turn that one around a little bit. We go like that, I think. There, we'll put that one onto there, like that. This is the bazaar. What they do is they will gather various different goods. They bring it in here, and this is where they sell it. But they don't just sell it from there. They have their market trader. He wanders up and down. But you get people will go from their houses, and they go to the bazaar, and they collect items in there. The finished wares can be used to build a monument if the mission requires it, or can be traded away. To do this, you need to set up a trade route. To do so, click on the region map on map icon on the top bar. As far as I know, there is only one there is only one trade route that we can set up this time, and there are no monuments. So let's go to region map in here. Now it's saying that we got Abydos over there, which is, we can set up a trade route if we want to. Want to buy. They want to buy right there 700 clay. They want to buy 1,200 bricks per year, which is pretty good. Gebtu, Nechen, Abu, they don't have anything at the moment. That they're not ones that we can actually sell to. There's our city, and you've got Buto down there. Later on, you will often be able to, well, we used to be able to go out over here. Used to go to all sorts of other regions as well. You could have some regions right the way across the Mediterranean, and you could have some things going on over there. It was absolutely amazing, and so you'd have some trade routes coming in by river, and you'd set up wharfs in your town, and then you'd have a whole load of other trade routes that would come in overland. But at the moment, all we got is this one. I don't believe we build monuments in this prologue. We can get a trade route, though. So we want to open this trade route. Does it cost us? Because the currency is in bread and not actually money. I don't know if money does turn up later. It might do. I'm not really sure. But anyway, we need to open a trade route. That costs 200 bread, opening a trade route to Abydos. Bring that one in there. And then What else? The trade route has been opened. From time to time, a trader or a ship will come to the city to exchange their wares. At the beginning of each year, the amount of purchased wares is reset. If a trader exchanges all his goods during the year, he will not arrive again until the next one. You must first determine whether you want to import, export, or do nothing. The default option blocks the possibility to import and export. To change it, click on the economy icon. Right, we need to click the economy. Where's economy? Oh, that would be the one that's flashing up there right in front of me. Let's try that one, shall we? That might give us a little clue. So it's bricks and clay. The goods you already produce and you can export to Abydos are bricks. Change your policy on bricks to export. I got bricks right here, and we've got nothing at all, so we can import or we can export. Now, I didn't think that Abydos was actually buying bricks. That's what they pay for. That's what they pay right here. I'm not sure what. Bought, sold, want to sell, want to buy. I see. Right. They want to buy 12 at the moment. Selling price 195. Buy price. So they will pay us 150 bread per brick, I believe, for 12 just in there. So there's that bit done. Excellent. If you want to keep bricks in a specific stockpile, you can set it in its options on the information card. So if we go to not bricks in there, no, that's what they Abydos. We want to go to our own settlement, and we go to bricks right here, and then we've got amount right here. So I can I change that? Okay, I can't personally change that at the moment, because I'm assuming that that's not something it's going to let me do. That was 400, now it's 5. Why is that changed? I don't know why that's changed. Knowing the basics of the game, you can focus on completing the mission. To recall the conditions of victory, go to the General tab. Go to the terms of the victory. We'll do that in, what's this? Mission description. The ruler of Upper Egypt, King Nama, yada yada yada. We need to get 12,500 bread, export 5,000 bricks, gather, somehow make 2,500 pottery, and we need 200 inhabitants in our town. So it's not a very big town, right? 200 is not very big, but that's actually pretty cool. It means that we will be able to do that reasonably well. You'll also find city statistics, a tab with diplomatic messages, if received, information about mission, other tabs, yada yada yada. So that's basically what we've got at the moment. Wages of employees is 3 bread, tax rate is 10%, house, brickmaker, potter, and there's a few other bits there in the economy. Diplomacy here doesn't make any difference because there's other things that we've got on it. So let's just click on that, close region map. Click on that one, and that takes me back to my town over here. And that one is busy working. We've got several clay been brought over to here. That one there, I don't have enough workers. There, I've only got 2 out of 5 workers in there. So I'm going to have to do something about that. That is the end of the hand-holding session at the beginning of this game. Fortunately, I have played Pharaoh quite a bit, so I am familiar with the distribution of various different things. So we've now got everything open that is available in this beginning bit. I'm now just going to pop back to chat, and have we got anybody else who has come in? Kim Christensen, hello from Corona, Denmark. Okay, I've heard that it is getting into Denmark, and I know this coronavirus is a serious thing. I haven't really talked about it, and I won't be particularly talking about it other than to say, wash your hands and stay safe, right? Frequently wash your hands. It has been proven over and over that hand washing does really effectively combat the spread of this type of virus. It is a virus that is similar. It has similar properties, the actual virus itself, to the flu virus. It is killed by hand washing. The makeup of the external shell of the virus is made up of various different lipids, which is types of fat, that is broken down and destroyed by soap, right? So hand washing does protect against it. Frequent hand washing is good. So wash your hands regularly and just be sensible. right? And we will all get through it, right? Everybody is being affected by this around the entire world. I'm not going to go into it too much because the whole idea of YouTube, of gaming, of streaming games is to escape the realities of real life where we can. So that's what I'd like to do. For the next hour and 15 minutes, we're going to build a settlement. We're going to expand this settlement out, and we've already gone to house level 2 here. I'm waiting for access to food. That's what we want at the moment. I don't have enough workers working over in here. Now, if we have a look over in this one, I got workers there. I got 12. Carriers, 1 of 8. I've got 400 fish in here at the minute. And if we have a look in, you can see they've got little cells in here. So you can have 8 different types of food in the one if you want. If they've got, do they take 8 different types? No, they don't. They've got 5 different types in here. Oh, wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different types of food can go in here. That's a lot of different types of food. Now, bricks over this side. The brick maker, workers 10 of 10, effectiveness 100%. They're not actually doing anything. Right, these guys are not doing anything at the moment. So I'm going to shut down production of the brickmaker for a minute because it's not doing anything. Therefore, those workers are now working in the bazaar. And you will notice that we have... oh, yes! Yes! The chain of workers that work in the bazaar. This is age 0. Rather young. Nothing like getting them to work early. They do this with the bazaar. They have a chain of workers that go and collect goods. She'll be carrying stuff back. No warnings. She's carrying fish. Now, carry that back to the bazaar over here. But they do this in the original game. A full chain of workers like this to come along. And there, I've now got 400 in there. Which means that people will be able to come out from their... Look, they're coming out from their houses. And they can go and access... What's that noise? What was that noise? Okay, who are you? Trader Abydos going back home. He's waiting for wares. He wants to buy clay. Ah, right. Well, maybe we should get him doing some clay. But look, this guy right here has gone and bought some fish for his house. So he's now got some fish. He's going to take that home. He's got 100 fish left. We may end up having... well, I've got no fish left in there. This dude here is bringing some resources with him. He's bringing them up there. I don't know how many he's got. It's not telling us how much he's actually carrying. But he's the dude that works in there. So he's going to drop the fish off in that one. Then this person will come out of there. They will go along there again and they will gather that fish and they will take it back to the bazaar. And then people... And the houses are upgrading. Here we go. They've got food in there now. See, they've got 97 fish in here. Needed for upgrade access to temple. I don't believe we have any temples, faith-related. We do. Oh, we got a shrine. That might work. That one there is ready for upgrade. And there is our upgrade. And it's doing exactly the same way as the original game. This is absolutely fantastic. This is actually... genuinely fantastic. It's not joining the houses together. I have read with the reviews that it doesn't do the whole joining the houses together. But Moose is saying Frith could crash a pyramid. Yeah. I probably could. I've built pyramids in this game. I don't know if I'd actually crash a pyramid. That seems a little bit extreme, but I'm sure I could give it. I'm sure I could give it a shot. Now, houses and roads. This feels wrong, right? This genuinely feels wrong that I don't have a road coming in from there. So I want to build a road that comes right the way in, because that's what you had to have in the original games. You had to be able to connect in a road in order to be able to get the whole thing to work. Now, next up, I want to put in some more houses because I don't have enough houses at the moment. I want these to be able to expand a little bit further. That bit of road right there, we will get rid of. It was V to demolish, wasn't it? No, it was... I don't remember what demolish... I don't remember what demolish was. Wait, what? Demolish. Oh, I had to get rid of the road building bit first. Okay, I've demolished that lot. Ooh, another thing that I want to do is I want to go back to the economy tab over here. We've got 1,000 clay, and I believe we're able... It's got the option here for all of them for import-export. Abydos over here wants clay. They do actually want clay. They also want wheat, according to this. According to this, they do actually want to buy wheat, but they want to buy clay. They want to buy bricks and clay. So we can supply them with some clay. We can start selling some of that. So if I go back to here and the clay right there, I will set that to export like that. So hopefully that trader dude that's coming in over here, he's coming up that way. The wares were bought plus 210 bread. He's bought a little bit of clay. I don't know how much. That's the brickmaker. You. He has bought 700 out of 600 clay. Waiting for wares. I haven't got any bricks, dude, because I'm not making any straw yet. I got to work on that. That's something I've still got to work on. But I was going to build some houses first, and we also want to build a temple. Actually, I'll tell you what. If we do the faith-related thing, it's a shrine that we want to build. I'll put that one there, because that one's still not got food. I need more food. I'll put a shrine in there, like that. And that is access. Now, I don't know if that's going to be access to enough for keeping people happy, right? I look in here. Access to a temple. Yeah, I don't think that's enough. Unfortunately, I don't think the shrine is going to be enough. And the faith-related, we do actually need to get a proper temple in order for that to work. Which, buildings of cultural heritage. What's this? Decorative palm and a the plaza. Ah, oh yeah, no, the plaza used to be the bit on the road. Right, it makes it look nicer there, like that. But that used to be the bit for the road. That looks a little bit different now. You basically beautify the area, and then the houses, they grow even bigger. But it looks like that's the maximum setting for any of the houses. They're not going to get any better than that. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to just click on that one there. So that's the fishing wharf. Priority, stop working. I can't do anything else with it. Natural resources. I do want to have it. We've got demolish, house and road, food production, sanitary in there. That's just the basic well. Ware production. There's the potter, so we can make pottery. The brickmaker, I need to get the straw, which we've got to deal with. And we've got faith-related buildings. We've got administrative buildings over here. So there's a fire station, stockpile, granary, and bazaar. Authority, and the buildings of cultural education, military, defense structures. It doesn't look like I've actually... there's the farm. So that's one thing that I do want to start making. It doesn't look like we've got to concern ourselves with architects or anything like that. I don't have to worry about any architectural stuff, which is absolutely fantastic. I could build a second fishing wharf somewhere. If I was to... Can I build a second fishing wharf over here somewhere? Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm not... Oh... Well, a road a road would probably help. If I was to build a road, I might be able to build another one over here. But let's not worry about that for a minute. We'll deal with the farms instead. Let's go to food production, and we'll build some farms. That's where we're allowed to build farms. It does mark out specifically where we're allowed to put the farms down on here. I don't know if it's going to tell me elsewhere if I can put farms, like if I really want to expand out. It doesn't look like it at the moment, but that might just be that it's out of range. So I'll come back in over here and I will put in all the farms that I can. Now if I drop that one, I think I can actually put these like this and I can link them all together. I gotta get work camps for this. I gotta get... Now, this is the big question, is whether or not the work camps are actually going to work. I don't know if work camps are a thing that we can have. I don't know anything about it. Right, so we bring that over there. We're going to spend a whole load of our bread. Then we will build roads over there like that. I can't build a road out to that end. As long as I can have a road going to the farms. Now, it used to be you could put a road to, like, within a certain distance of a farm, and that was all you needed to do. Whether that's still the same, I wouldn't like to say. I'm going to connect that one up to there as well, so that we've got additional... I've already got farms down this end that they're already connected to a workforce. And I cannot build a road along here. Oh dear. Well, that's not... Like, I had farms there, and now they've... Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't have any farms there, did I? Not at all. Wages were paid, minus 180. Well, these in... Curious now. 0 of 10 workers. Yeah, I don't know if that will... if I get... let me get rid of the road on the end here. I'm curious now. Remove the road up to there. Like that. Is that still counted as being connected to the road? Because it should tell me if it's not. Now, it's currently saying 0%. That one... Why have you stopped? You've got 10 workers, effectiveness 100%. But you're not enough workers. Not enough workers for what? This is my problem, is I always end up with this not enough workers bleating at me all the time because I tend to overdo things. I want a granary. I want one down here that's closer to where the actual grain is going to be grown. I'm hoping that we will be able to grow everything down through there. Kim Christensen, never seen this game before. At the moment, I really enjoy it. This game is a brand new one. This is literally... I'm just having a drink. Sorry, hang on a sec. There we go. That's much better. Yeah, this game is actually a remake of an old classic called Pharaoh. One of my absolute favoritist games of all time. Pharaoh is a thing of beauty. A city builder game where you could build pyramids and everything, and it was absolutely wonderful. It really was. It was genuinely, genuinely beautiful. I loved it. Really, really loved it. And this is a remake of that game. Now, I can't build the granary out over there. I'm assuming it's because it's too far away from these people. I've got 0 people available left to do anything. What I'm going to do here, though, is I want to build another granary so that I'm close. Well, I guess I don't need to. I'm hoping that that granary is actually close enough that I may not need to do that. I do need to concern myself with this. Now, those don't matter. They don't actually do anything, so we could get rid of them. They're not going to help us at all. Alright, we got no benefit from having those buildings there. But what we do need is some more housing. And I'm going to start by building that housing down this side. So I will go to houses, house and road. And I will take houses over here. Now, we can rotate these out. I'm going to rotate the house round so it's the same as the ones that we've had previously. And then I'm going to start that one off from here. Now, I'm not sure if I have to have the house... Right, I do. It used to be that the house could be a distance of 2... obstacles? What obstacles? Oh, it was another house. Yeah, it was a distance of 2 squares away from the road, but of course that is 2 squares away from the road because these houses are bigger blocks. They're slightly bigger blocks. So we want to bring this down like this. There. Right, why aren't you letting me build any... what obstacles? There's no obstacles there. I mean, it doesn't actually want me to build any further, so we won't. We will go road over here, like that, and then that road there. It doesn't want me to build the road either. I'll run a road... Wait. Why can't I build the road? What's wrong? Why can't I build road to here? I've got road that far. But it's not letting me build the road out on this bit over here. Doesn't like that. It might be that I should have moved all of the houses up a little bit. I know that I can build a road... Can I build it out far enough? I can build a road to there. It's this bit right here. That one house there is not going to be able to have any road to it. It's just there. It's just 2 sections right there that I can't do anything to. What about demolished? Is there something here that maybe I need to demolish and get rid of? No, there's nothing there that I can get. That one house there, unfortunately, is inaccessible. We're completely inaccessible on that house there. So I want to get rid of that, and then I go here to demolish, and I will demolish that one house. So we've got one little square there that can't do anything, right? We've got nothing that we can do with it. So what you can do there is you go to the Buildings and Culture Decorative Palm Plaza. We take a plaza and we drop that in there. It's just a little bit of beautification. It makes things look a little bit nicer, and it makes things more attractive for the other houses around about, and then they start to fill up. Now, 1 granary is possibly not enough for this, but these people now, they've got access to, there's more people coming in. They will gain access to other things over here, and then they will start to, the houses will be able to start to expand. The next thing that I'm going to want is go to the sanitary over there, and I'm going to want to be able to put a well down. That one will encompass all of those houses that I built, apart from, actually that would be better. You know what? It would actually be better all round if I was to put 1 well there on that side, and then 1 well over here on this side, but it's not going to... Yeah, I can put a well up there. Right? You're limited on where you can put them as well. The well as well, you're limited on where you can put them. So just on areas... You see the green patch that's showing up? That's where there's groundwater. That's the only places you can put wells, is where there's groundwater. So I'm going to put one at that end, there, and then we've got one at this end down here as well. The well as well. And so that one, it was V to use the demolish. We'll get rid of that one. We'll have a refund of a little bit of bread. And now I've got those buildings there. We're just waiting on some people to turn up for those buildings, and then they will be able to be supplied with food. Right over here, I've got a trader. He's a farmer, actually, I believe. He's delivering grain into this one over here, into our granary. And if we have a look at you in here, you've got fish at the moment. You haven't got anything else. This, over this side, we have no wheat in there at the moment. Did I have any wheat left over from... I do, look. Look, this dude over here... Alright, the field is now in harvest mode. Is this field going to actually be able to be harvested, or am I going to have to demolish all of these and rebuild them with roads coming out so that we can make better use of, like, all of them? I've probably got too many here, to be honest. I've absolutely probably got too many. Axel, it was a lovely evening again. We'd love to stay a bit longer, but I'm going to need to go. Maybe I'll be back, I'm not sure. See you, people, and have a lovely evening. It was fantastic seeing you here, sir. It was absolutely brilliant. That is awesome. Dan McCann, too close to... Yeah, it's probably a bit too close to the water down here. And... Northern Farmer and Feed Guy Gaming, I just want to say hello and welcome to the stream to you guys as well. Right, anyway. Ooh, milestone. What have I milestoned? There's probably more people. Settlement. Milestone settlement. Can you tell me what number was? Now, this farm here... You don't... wheat, 0. 0 of 2. 0%. I don't have a road anywhere nearby, do I? Right, there's no road. You can see the water starting to... Right, what I need to do... We've got that on play speed. 2 times and 6 times. We want to start speeding this up a little bit. Just to... Let's go 6 times speed. There's the inundation. The inundation has come through. Because he's not near a road... He's not got anything that he can do, right? I don't know what these guys are doing. What are you doing? Oh! Okay, what? I don't really know what they did. Oh, I see! I see! They've suddenly rushed into Mad Harvest stage, but it seems to be slightly out of sync with the inundation. So, some of these guys are rushing off, and they're going off. They should be taking straw, and they should be taking wheat. Oh, actually, what are they taking? They're taking wheat over there. The straw is collected are not delivered. The straw is collected by the yard over here. But click on that one. I got 10 carriers out at the moment, all collecting straw. So if we look down here, where is the straw? There, 1,000 straw. I've got a boatload of straw being brought in. And we've got a load of clay being brought in as well. The inundation is well underway. But that field there, he's still not able to do anything with it. And then they've now gone and planted again. So the inundation works slightly differently in this game. The way that it worked in the last one was if anybody was underwater when the inundation came, anything they had, anything they were carrying, it was all lost. The whole lot was gone. Now, looking at this, honestly, I think that we've got way too many farms for the size of the area that we've got. And besides which, this one here isn't doing anything anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down through here, and I'm going to get rid of those farms. We don't need them. We've got a road up against these. I don't need those either, to be fair. Right, those I don't need. And you can see that because I've got wheat right here. He's carrying wheat, and I got nowhere for it to go. Now, why you pause? Let's go to 2 times speed for a minute. We should have somewhere to go. What's he bringing in? No, they've got fish in there. I've got the bazaar over here, and that's the area that is covered by the bazaar. So it's not quite reaching that bit over there. We would be better off demolishing this bazaar and moving it. So I'm going to shut that one down. I'm hoping that the food in here will disappear. And then I just want to move the bazaar over a little tiny bit. I think that's going to be fine. I will take that one out, and then we go to food production. Bowen! Arrow, thank you very much for your support, sir. It is absolutely fantastic. That is amazing. And Arrow, yeah, well, Arrow, yeah. Hello to you too. Yes, I haven't heard anybody say hello like that in years. It's got to be said. I really haven't. What was I looking for? Administrative buildings. I want a bazaar. That's what we've got. Stockpile, granary, bazaar. That one there. That there will just cover all of the area that we've got houses. It's just covering the one over there on the end. Only just, but it's enough. It's close enough that it will actually do it. So I'm going to rotate that one round so that he's down like that. And that's where we're going to put it. It's right next door to the granary as well, which is going to help. That is going to be a good thing in there. So get rid of that. And we've now got all of those in here. Jenin99, hello and welcome to the stream. Just looking to see who else we've got. Maltese Panda Frithguy, I've not mentioned the Discord yet. Don't forget we've got a Discord. Do not forget that we have a Discord. You can come along and join the Discord. It's absolutely fantastic. And there are all sorts of things that you can do in the Discord. Now, this one down here, the Brickmaker, I switched this one off. So I'm going to start that one up again. We've got no warnings on here at the minute, but I got no workers in there either. I may possibly have too many fields over there. However, now that these houses here have all upgraded with the additional water that I've got in there, you can see already, right, we've got water coming up on there, and then this one here has also got water. So we've got a supply of water. You can see that we've got food going into some of these, and these houses are upgrading rapidly. That one there is taking 6 out of 7 dwellers. This one is 7 out of 9. So each of these will be able to have 9 people in them. Feed Guy Gaming, happy birthday, he says. Thank you very much for your support, sir. Absolutely fantastic of you. Yeah, thank you. I am another year older today. I feel a year older than I did yesterday, as is traditional. And I feel a year younger than I will in precisely 1 year today. That's just how it works. It's just one of those things. That's how it works. You know, you age a year in a single day, and then you have to spend the rest of the year lying about your age or so. Oh, well, I think you do, don't you? My sister-in-law does. I know that much. She tells everybody she's 29. She's not. She's 33. But she tells everybody every year that she's 29. No, 29. No, you're not. You're really not. You're now 33. You just got to accept it. It's time for you to grow old gracefully. Now, if we have a look in here, we've got straw and we've got clay and we're making bricks. So we will be able to start selling bricks to the trader when they come along, which is something that we want to start doing. But we want to up our game a little bit. Now, what I'm thinking is that I have got too many farms. So I'm going to go in here like this, and I'm going to shut down some of these farms. Now, you can see they're all sort of shutting down. We've got straw and everything, the inundation coming in right there. So we're going to start shutting a few of these down. I'm going to go to the end over here. That one there. Bowen, happy birthday. Arrow again. Arrow, mate. All right, Arrow. Thank you very much for your support, sir. That is absolutely awesome. How old, how much older, wiser are you? I am 39 years old. In exactly 1 year, I'll be turning 40 years old, right? I will be, like, mega old. In 1 year's time, I will be really, really, like, proper ancient old. I'll be entirely 40 years old. Like, I've been told that actually 40 is where I've got to start being sensible. Now, why is that one giving me a symbol, but that one is not? Like, if I click on here... Oh, it's just catching up, that's why. And that one is there, and then you over here. There, that one. I'm going to shut that one down as well. I'll shut that one down as well, so I've only got 4 farms working for a minute. I want to build another clay pit, and I want to build another brickyard, so that we've got a bit more going on in here. Then what I also want to do is straw. Now, this is a bit of a problem. Straw, I've got 3,100 in here. I'm going to limit the intake of straw all the way down to 2,400. So we take no more than 50% capacity of the yard. That's what I would like to do. So it says take all, but it will got the number to that much. I'm hoping that's what it will do. And I'm hoping that it will actually work, that this is, I've got it remembered correctly. Faith-related buildings in here. So yeah, I am indeed 39. I will one day soon be 40 years old. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing for my 40th birthday. No clue at the moment. I may even be playing this game. I might be celebrating my birthday by playing this game right here. I want to put that one that way round, really, don't I? I want to put that one like that. Now, if for our victory condition for this, we need to be able to sell a boatload of bricks. If I put the brick out that side, I'm going to put it down that way. So I'm going to build 3 brickyards. That's going to help us out with this. Then I'm going to go into house and road. I'm going to go for road right there. Like that. It's going to put a little bit of extra road right in front of them. So I've got 3 of these now. Working away. We have a look in there. You take 10 workers. You take 10 workers. We should be able to find out overall. Well, at the moment it's minus... We're 5,000 years ago. Right? We're 3,000 BC at the moment. That's our current year. And this is... Oh, I see. This is telling me everything that I've got over here. That's quite cool. I like that. Message tab. Ooh. Incoming dwellers. Right. Request from a neighboring city. Messenger from a neighboring city has arrived. The nomarch of the city is asked to help deliver the following goods to settlement. 400 bricks. Yeah, do it. We'll help deliver 400 bricks. If you don't do these deliveries, sometimes the Pharaoh can get annoyed with you, and then what he does is he sends his army in, and he has you and a lot, everybody in your city all killed. It's very pleasant. He gets really mad if you don't do what you're told. He really, really does get really mad if you don't do what you are told. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the... Ooh, new PC was your midlife crisis. Spelled, I like the way you spelled that, crisis. Crisis is always the benchmark, which every computer is compared. Well, yes and no. It was sort of a yes and no thing. Just having a drink again. I need to talk and do. I'm very good at forgetting to talk and do. Ware production. Right, I want another clay pit. You know where it's told me to put the clay pit? Oh, I can put one over there, can't I? And then I can put one here. I'm going to drop a clay pit there. If I rotate that one... Oh, no, it's a 6x6. 6 by 6. So 3 by 3. Come on, Frith, learn how to count. And where else can I put? I got 3 of 9 people living in there. Looking around here to see if there's any other places I can put a clay... Oh, wow. Okay, clay pits can go all the way along here. Look, we got a massive, great big clay deposit all the way along there. So I'll put another clay pit over this side. We will drop it... Or drop it there, like that. I only want the one. Because I want 3 clay pits and I want 3 of the other. So we'll take a road right there, and that one can run down there. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to run a road straight up through there like that. So I'm hoping that's close enough to these houses that we will have everything that we want in there. But what's wrong with you? What is your complaint? What is your malfunction, dude? What is your malfunction? No food. Oh, it says right there at the top. Says right there at the top, we've already run out of food. Because I limited the number of houses, they're all running out of food. That was pretty quick. That was alarmingly quick, the speed that we have run out of food in here. Don't like that. Right, well, in which case, I will go to you. You're not on shutdown anymore. You are now working. And I will go to that one, and I will start that one up as well. Now, what I want to know, I got 2,300 straw there. Available workers, 26. Number of inhabitants, 181. That's how many people we've got in the city at the moment. And I've got 22 available workers. I've got the clay pits. People are working. Clay pit over here, people are working as well. The farms, I've got people working. I'm going to build another storage right there. So that's got to be where production, faith, administrative buildings, that one is. And that's another stockpile that we're going to put in here. So I'll rotate that one round like that so that we've got them both looking the same. That one's going to go in there. Then in order to help this out a little bit, I think we will go like this. So we will take a house and road bit there. I'm going to build a road across there. And I'm going to build a road to there and a road over to there like that. So just sort of fill in that little area there. And they've now sort of, they can loop round. I'm hoping it's just going to make it a little bit faster for them to travel wherever they want to travel. The granary over here, I don't know if that is sufficient. Looks like at the moment that I don't need anything extra with the granaries. We won't build anything more on there. I'm leaving the speed at the moment on 2 times speed. That seems to be a comfortable speed for everything to work. We can kind of keep up with stuff. Now, we've got to remember that we want to set the straw. You do have to set each one individually. So we will set the straw. If I go, don't take, just sail up to... I'll leave it on take all, but I will put this one down as well to 2,400. Like that. So I'm only taking 2,400 straw in there. The same as this one. And if I scroll down in here, straw, I've got 2,000 in there at the moment. You've got to remember that the brickyards are using the straw. And we've got 10 available workers. We've got 10 unemployed in the city right now. I'm okay with a little bit of unemployment going on in the city. I think that is absolutely fine. Hang on. I'm just looking at the chat. A nomarch was a provincial governor in ancient Egypt. Yes. And it's... yeah, there's a lot of like names and terms with different things in the game that sometimes may be not quite straightforward. But yeah, it is nomarch. It is nomarch and not monarch. It is supposed to be nomarch. I'm not sure where it said nomarch. Where did it say nomarch? Oh, the nomarch of the city. Yeah, right there. That bit we did have. But yeah, that's definitely not a spelling mistake, that one is. That is definitely accurate. That is accurately depicted. Here comes all of the wheat. The wheat is incoming. So how much do we actually get in here? Because we need, quite desperately, some wheat. Then the next thing that I want to do is, I've got 2 available workers right now. There's 3. I got some fish coming in, but I don't have very much fish coming in, do I? That's quite a bit of a problem. I press spacebar there, and it's gone and moved that. And you look here, 0 of 3,200. So the wheat has already been nabbed by the bazaar next door. If you can have these two next door to each other, it makes life a lot easier for you. It really does. You are going to devolve soon because you've got no food. Fortunately for us, the house is devolving because they've not evolved into like really big houses, apartment blocks and stuff like that. When they run out of food, it doesn't sort of kill the supply of everything, which is something that can be a major issue later on. Snake and Cactus, happy birthday from Texas. Thank you very much for your support, sir. That's absolutely brilliant. And again, thank you for the birthday present. That is amazing. Yeah, I really hope that you're all enjoying this game as much as I am. I don't know, like, if I'm fully explaining it. I'm just, like, giddy to be able to play this game. It is really, really limited on what we've got available. And I looked on Steam, right? Right. If you play this game, even if you don't, this is free. There is a link in the description to go to Steam where you can play this game. Download it, even if you don't play it, and give it a positive review. Because it's, like, this is just a demo. This is just to show you, give you the tiniest taster of the things to come. And everything I'm looking at is so beautiful and so well done. And there's complaints on there about this game not being a full game ready for full release. Are you kidding me? It's a demo. This is just a demo. This is not a full game, right? This is just a demonstration of the potential of things to come, right? Let me zoom out a little minute. Right, we'll zoom out a little bit over here. You got the wind in the background now. Listen to that, whistling away. Full game, right? You can build stuff out across massive, great big areas. You build a huge, bustling city. Okay, we're talking several hundred of these. Now, what you used to be able to do with the houses was you just click and drag and cover a huge area with houses. You didn't put them down one at a time. I'm hoping that'll be a functionality in the future, because I don't think it is at the moment. I am just going to test that theory a minute. No, you're literally just one at a time here right now. That is definitely not something. You put down a house plot, and then they came along and they built the houses. So you do start it yourself. I'm hoping in the future that would be something. But yeah, please go to Steam and just, like, it's free. This is a demonstration and it is free. And after you've played it, go and give the game a decent rating, right? Because there seems to be a lot of people on there who are rather self-entitled and feel that this free demonstration should be AAA quality full release game with a massive campaign, and I don't know really what they're after. I genuinely don't know what it is that they expect from a free demo. But it looks like that this is not good enough for them, and they want a load more, and this is too complicated. I don't see anything complicated yet. So far, everything seems to be working beautifully. I mean, we've got a bit of a lack of food over here still. Right, these houses are devolving because we cannot keep up with the supply of food. We need more workers to be able to manage the farms over there. I don't really want to start starving these areas of workers. I want to keep them going so that I can keep selling the bricks. I need to be able to keep selling bricks. So we're going to have a look at the economy tab. So far, bricks in here amount 200. I've got 200 bricks, but what's that one? That is sold. I've sold 2,000 bricks. I've sold 2,200 bricks, 3,400 of them, and we're getting a decent amount of bread coming in. Right, we got a nice lot of bread coming in. We're selling the clay, we're selling the bricks. We've got demand. That's sold. Import, bought. Oh wait, Abydos. This is what they are. Oh, they want to buy wheat as well. No, I forgot about that. Right, they also want to buy wheat. There isn't anything else that they want to buy, but there isn't anything else that we've got for sale anyway. Ah, look. This is a crucial bit. Granite, limestone, plainstone, sandstone. Those are the four that you mostly need for building the monuments. It looks like we're going to be properly building the monuments. We're going to properly build the pyramids. I cannot wait for this. It's going to be so awesome. It is absolutely amazing. We actually get to build the pyramids. They are actually going to have the whole pyramid building in here. This is just so wickedly cool. Like, it's properly, wickedly, amazingly cool and fantastic. And I absolutely, I absolutely love it. It is going to be happening. It is genuinely going to be happening. Right, we need to click out of there. We need some more houses. We need a few extra people. We've got to have some extra people in here. So I'll put that house there, and that house there. I need to make sure that they've got access to water. So they do reach water there. I could put another one. You over here. Where do you reach? You actually reach far enough over that I can build some more on top of that. So we can build another line of houses. We can go over to here. I'll build houses here, here, and here. And we can come over a bit further now, because this one reaches all the way over here. So I can build two more. Definitely build two more houses. We go into here. One there and one there. I won't build any more than that. I'll leave it at that, right? I think that's fine. I've got water coverage on them already. Yes, we don't have food, because now what I got to do is I got to be able to supply these people with food. So we're running out of food over here. But what I've gone and done now is one of those houses is able to take 9 people. Potentially, we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can have another 72 people. And that means that I got 30 of them that I can put active over here, which I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get those farms there working, and then we'll see about potentially getting more farms still. I may have to demolish this and change this around a little bit. I would also like to build another fishing wharf. Now, where I'm going to stick this fishing wharf, I'm not really sure. I think there is only one, if I remember correctly, on one of the complaints for how this game is a broken game and doesn't work and it's not fit for release, was because there was only one spot for a fishing wharf and someone was struggling to feed their people. It does indeed look like there is only one spot for a fishing wharf. So we're not doing any more fishing. Although in the original game, fishing was never a mainstay of food. Fishing was always a backup for food, right? It was not a mainstay, it was a backup. Now what is the Oh, I see. Right, the numbers on here, right? We got 0 of 5, 0 of 9, 0 of 9, 8 of 9. I've got 8 people available to work in that building right there. None of the others, but because those other buildings there have already got people in them, get rid of that. What's wrong with you? What are you whining about? No dwellers. Yeah, that was the number of workers that were available in each one, right? That was the number of workers. So for when I'm putting down the fishing wharf, that's actually just fine, right? We've got sufficient workers to be able to cover everything. We're now able to have all of our farms up and running as well. One of the things that we're supposed to do to complete this is right. Message tab. How do I complete that? Bricks 400. I think I need to actually have 400 brick. Oh, of course. That's what I need to do. I need to stockpile 400. It is possible to send goods. Right. If I press the space bar a minute, saying there that it's possible to send goods. If I do that. Right, I don't send them from there. Might be the economy tab that I send them. No. This one right here. Gather bread. Diplomacy. Remaining time 4. Send help. Right. I've got them. You gotta sort of stay on top of this. I had, I don't know if it was 4 days or 4 years, but we will send the help. I had 400 bricks. You got to remember, when you get a request for assistance, what you've actually got to do, right, incoming dwellers. How do I get rid of the letter? Like that. Ah, click the tick. Right. When you get requests coming in, you do actually have to go and fulfill them. And I forgot about that. That was my bad. I almost forgot that. And so we almost incurred the wrath of the Pharaoh by not fulfilling the request. We've got our requirements that we're supposed to fill in here. Diplomacy, mission description, down here. We need to get 12,500 bread. I have got 3, 4, 6, 6 at the moment. So not doing quite so good with that. Export bricks. 2,900 out of 5,000. We're on our way with that. Dwellers, I am over the target for that, but pottery. I haven't actually done any pottery yet, so I need to do some pottering. We will have to get some more clay going with that. But bread, I need more bread. I don't have anything to make bread. I can't make my own. So what I've actually got to do is... we've just got to keep selling stuff. So I need to be able to build some more farms in order to be able to... But one thing that you don't have... this is a demo. You got to remember, right? This is a demo. A free demo. No less. A free demo. Message tab. Message from neighboring city. Ooh, he gave us some bread. The vizier of the city is very grateful for your help. He hopes that diplomatic relationships will keep improving in the future. In gratitude, he offers us 527 bread. Excellent. It is added to our total. So we will accept that letter. We'll accept his gratuity. Like that. And... now we can get some more clay going, and then we can start getting some pottery. But yeah, it's a demo game, right? We've got to remember it's a demo game. A few things that we can't do. One is there is no save, I believe. I don't think that we're allowed to save this game and come back to it. So you are literally just messing around with it for a little bit, trying it out and seeing what it's all about, and then you can leave it. Right, Moose, probably gone by now, but that's me for the evening. Have a good birthday, Frith. Nice stream. Have a good weekend. One and all, take it easy. It was fantastic to see you. It really was. Who else have we got? Have I missed anybody? I've been paying attention to the game. Jubble Williams, hello. Welcome to the stream. Feed Guy Gaming Rider and Eric King, hello. Welcome back if you've been away for a bit. I haven't said anything to any of you for a little while, so I'll just say hello and... how are you? Now, you guys are busy working. I've got 41 available workers, which means that we are able to go and do some stuff over here. Now, what we can do is we can actually start, like, rearranging the fields a little bit so that we can get some more wheat going, because we got wares were bought from the warehouse over there. So the bread is going up. More wares were bought, so bread is going up again. They're buying clay, and they're buying... oh, wait a minute. I forgot about that. I don't know if it's still the case now, but what it used to be is that if you wanted to be able to sell wheat, because it's food, you had to specifically request that it be placed in one of these storage yards, because you can only sell goods from a storage yard. You cannot sell goods from a granary. That's a granary over there, and it doesn't matter how much wheat we put into it, we are not going to be... right, excuse me a minute. You probably hear a load of squeaking and noise. That's me just adjusting my glasses and scratching my eyeball. Not actually scratching it. I'm just sort of rubbing my eye a little bit. Okay, it makes my glasses move, which squeaks on my headset, which probably comes through on the mic. But yeah, the wheat, if you want to be able to sell it, you've actually got to specifically request that the wheat is placed into one of your stockpiles and not sent over to the granary. Now, we don't want to do that at the moment. What we want is we want a surplus of wheat, and then we want to be able to sell a surplus of the food. Or we have it requested in here. I think there is a way to, like, we've got take all at the moment. Just sale, collect. Sale up to. Sale up to. I don't know how to do this. Not sure how it works in this game. Now, if I press and hold... no, it doesn't press and hold. Now, I'm going to say sale up to 500. So I'll see what that does. On 1 yard, sale up to 500. We'll see if they actually go and physically collect the wheat or not. I don't know if they will. Right now, we've got the inundation going on. So while the inundation is going on, nobody's working in the field. So we can have a little look and see about changing how we've got the field laid out, because we've got an area there that we can put down for fields, but there doesn't seem to be any other area that we can really use for land at the moment, not for growing stuff. It is just that bit there. Again, this is a demo. It's only designed to just give you a taste of the game. So we're not going to go and be able to put down loads of stuff, which is why I can't put a road along the front there and have a double layer of farms, inconveniently. Although, one test that I did want to do, right, if I demolish that one, and then I'll also, yeah, okay, so I've demolished that lot there. Then if I take a road here, like this, actually no, I don't want to do that. I want to take food production, I want to take a farm. Can I put the farm, I can put the farm back in here, like that. It won't go out there, that is red, but if I put it up there, I can actually put it up there, right? And then I can put the other one down here. Put that one down there. I can actually put 3 farms there. Ooh, I wonder. Right. You over this side. I can put the road down there. That road reaches the farm. It does actually reach the farm, and then I can put a road along the top over here. So we'll try running a road along there like that. And then I will demolish. Let's do that and demolish. Right, so I'm going to demolish all of that. I'm going to demolish the road under there. It's a little bit difficult to see because of the inundation being in the way. But we will see if we can work around this. Okay, so then that one, those 3 there, they should be reachable by the road. Are you reachable? That was not being reached, but no, it's not. That was not quite being reached by the road. Doesn't reach, and neither does it over here either. It goes up to there, but it doesn't reach all the way. That's frustrating. Huh. Right, well, what can I do about that? I don't think that it's going to be close enough. Right? I don't think that is going to be close enough, because what I would do is I would do this. I put that into there, and then I can put a farm there, I can put a farm there, and I can put a farm down to there. And then we go over this way by 1. Like that, there, and up to there. Because I can't go up 1 further, because the road, like, it doesn't, like, it's not touching the green at all. Wait, doesn't it? What? Oh, I'm trying to build over the other farm, that's why. Put that down like that, and I need to leave a space for a road. Go up here. And bring that back down again, and then I leave a space for a road, and I bring that one up, and then I can do the same out down there. Now, does it actually have to touch the road, or can the road go diagonally to it? Because that right there is diagonally to the road. So at the moment, none of these fields down here, this is not quite far enough for it to be reached. But I'm hoping against hope that that is going to be sufficient. Just down to there. We will see. We will see if that is enough. Because if it is enough, that means that I've now got, wow, 6, 12, I got 24 fields. I got 24 fields right here. It's saying 0 available workers because of all of these fields that I've got. The big question will be is whether or not those fields can actually be worked. Because if not, then we're going to lose some of those. But what I'll do is I'll remove these roads from the middle and we will shuffle these around a little bit so that we've got a little bit of extra space. So we will at least get a couple of extra put in. Wares were bought for another 105 bread. And that's more food. That's more of everything coming in. Now, if we have a look down here, none of those farms have got people working on them. Not a single one. And this farm, no access to the road. Okay, I could have figured that out already if I'd clicked on the farm to start with. Right, in which case, let's rebuild that from the ground up once more. It won't take long. We know what we're doing now. Sort of, he says. I'll destroy all of this, and it's not gone on long enough to do very much in the way of the planting, so we should be able to get a full yield out of this. Incidentally, when you really get into this game, when the full release comes out, you have a lot of different things that affect yields, and not only do they affect the yields, they affect, like, everything you can think of, okay? It affects yield by limiting the amount of inundation that happens from the Nile every year. That can be severely limited, and that will also severely impact just how much you get in the way of your crops. And Okay, how many have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 20 on here, so I've only lost 4. I've lost 4 farms by doing it this way. And then we've got to run a road along here like this. I'm going to put that one down to there. And I'll put a little bit of a road over that way. And I'll put a bit of a road over that way as well. There. You've got to pray to the gods. You've got to put ceremonies up. You've got to keep the different gods happy. And if you really upset the different gods in Egypt, the inundation will be a lot poorer. And so then your fields are only getting like 10% yield because no fertilizer has been put on the field by a new layer of silt that the inundation brings down. Or you could have a really severe inundation that actually destroys all the farms. You could have a god get really mad with you because you haven't made a festival. You've got 6 gods. You've got to put a festival on to all of the gods. You've got to have access to temples to all of the people are there, and they've all got to, they've got to be able to access all of the gods all of the time and just the right amount. Balancing just the gods is really tricky sometimes. It really, really does get tricky. And some houses require access to 4 different gods at all times in order to properly develop the house up to as high a mansion level as you need in order to complete the level, which makes it even more difficult to do. And you sort of get an idea of the complexity of it. As it goes on, it gets more and more difficult to balance all these things out. And while you're doing that, you're then having to build a dirty great big pyramid in the background as well. So you need hundreds of thousands, well, not hundreds of thousands. You need hundreds of workers in order to be able to do it. Right, this is the demo. It is the free demo. They sent me the key a little bit before they released it, general release as far as I know. And then so that I could record something beforehand if I wanted to. I said I wasn't going to do a recorded video, and instead I was going to do a live stream of it, because I wanted to do this on my birthday. Favorite game of all time, apart from possibly Zelda and the Ocarina of Time, being remade. A modern remake of one of my favorite games ever. Yeah, that's definitely something I'm doing for my birthday live stream. That for definite. So yes, it is just the demo. It is just the free demo. We will, when we have the full version of this game, there'll be so much more. Just balancing the gods. Like, sometimes the gods will get angry, and they will make some granaries collapse. And you'll get a note to say Set, or whoever it is, Osiris, has gotten really angry because you have not given due diligence. And some of your granaries have collapsed. So you're going to have a look, and you've just lost half of the granaries that were in your city. And not only that, is literally just as soon as the harvest has happened at the beginning of the inundation. Right? That means you've then got half the supply of food suddenly lost right at the beginning of when all the food should be stored. And if you got it really unlucky, all the ones that had the food in were the half that destroyed. And then you've got no food until the next lot is grown and people starve. Right? It literally, you can have things like that. And the reason that happened is because you forgot to throw a festival. You forgot to use up a whole load of beer and throw a festival in Osiris's honor. And so he got annoyed with you. He got really angry. And he decided to smote you with his wrath. And you've got a lot of gods that you could keep happy. There's Bast, there is Set, Osiris. I can't remember the rest of them offhand. This is bad. I should know my Egyptian gods. I love Egypt. The whole Egyptology, the history of Egypt and the stories of the gods is brilliant. It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, it's truly wonderful. The game itself is absolutely beautiful. So I think the farms are now working all right. I've got farms over here that don't have enough workers. Right, we've got 4 workers available. Not quite enough over here, but I'm wondering. I'm looking at that farm. I'm looking over here. I'm wondering if those farms perhaps do not have enough access to houses. Maybe they're not close enough to any houses. So what we can do to help that along a little bit is we can build some more houses and we can make them a little bit closer. Now the problem is that we've got these houses here. Yeah, they're out this side. We're already struggling for food. And now I'm building more houses. Yeah? You see the issue with this. I'm now putting more houses down. I'm sort of spreading them out as much, like right into this area as well. So we'll have the houses over here. That's going to supply some more workers, which will hopefully be able to work the farms over there, which will get us some more food coming in. But remember, I also wanted some other things, didn't I? I want more workers so that I can start making pottery. I haven't even started on the pottery yet. So there are plenty of challenges for this game, right? There are a boatload of challenges for this game. We're going to put some more houses down there. I think we're still in range of that one. Okay, I got one house over here that is not in range of the bazaar. So he's not going to be able to get the food, but he will be able to be... He is in range of the water. So whilst we won't be able to get the food to upgrade the houses to this level, we will at least be able to have the houses at that level. So I guess we don't need to worry about the food too much. And therefore, we could go and build some more houses over this side. Not concern ourselves with it a great deal. Which is one way that I do tend to do things. As long as I can get some absolute basics into them, I don't tend to worry about anything more than that. You know, I let them go and forage in the hillside or something like that. I'm going to want more clay pits. So we've got to make sure that we know where the clay pits are. We're where production over here. Clay pits. The clay pits are down that line right there. So I want to steer clear of that bit. I'll then want to go to houses and roads, and I want to take a road over here. I'm going to put a road down that way. I'm going to drop one straight down through there. We're not going to worry about a supply of food for these houses that I'm about to build down through here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a house, and I'm going to do a line of these down here like this. So food does not matter for these. We do not care about food for these people in the slightest. They're on their own as far as food is concerned. Right, you actually want to demolish that house. It's not going to let me do it until I click off of it. There we go, right. Get rid of that house. And I want to go here, build another one, and build another one. Then, to be on the safe side, what you need to do is you need to go to administrative buildings. We need to build a fire station. I need to drop that one down there. So that the fire station does cover some land. Right, I need that fire station. It's difficult to actually see with the overlays that I've got. With all of the other buildings, it's a little bit tricky to see where everything is. I'm assuming that we've got enough. I think those two will be sufficient. There are overlays that you can do, or there is in the main game. I don't know if we got overlays. Fire station cover. Ah, there we go. There's the fire station cover. That's the overlay that I want. I've got fire station cover right here on this half, and then that fire station is covering pretty much the rest of it. We've got... Okay, the fire stations are covering everything that we need to be covered, so I'm quite happy with that. Tax collector map over here. What are you doing? Okay, I don't know where the tax collector even starts out from. Where production. Fresh water coverage. I've got no fresh water coverage down over here. So we want to have sanitary, and we want to put in a well. And we'll bring that one down over here. I don't want to put the well down there. I'll put... one of them that side, like that, and I'll bring this one up here. I'll put it into there, actually. I think that's covering enough. So then, if I get rid of that one, and we go to the freshwater cover, like that, it is just covering those houses with fresh water. We've got no food supply for them, but I've got everything else that is needed on this particular map. So there's no food supply, but we will have the houses upgrade from the basic level up to that level right there, which is 7 out of 7 dwellers, which is fine. If we can have them upgraded to 7s, that would be great, because then we've got quite a lot of 7s. I've got these extra 7s coming in over here, which means that I will then be able to have sufficient workers to run the farms, and I will also then be able to start building up some extra clay pits so that I can build some potters, because I need to be able to have 2,500 pottery on top of everything else that we've got. Is there a release date for the full game? I'm sorry, I'm not really paying much attention to the chat at the moment. Logged in viewers can like the stream or not. Maybe there are more unlogged viewers, so the stream can't get all the likes. Could be. It could be. Rick Riordan Kane's Chronicles books are a great way to familiarise yourself with the Egyptian gods. this game is also a good way to familiarise yourself with the gods, and which is why it's embarrassing for me that I can't remember the names of all the gods, because I've played this game so much I should know them all by now. And I am fairly familiar with the Egyptian stories of the gods, and like the actual official story, well, official stories, like the different gods. The Egyptian, not the Egyptian ones I'm familiar with. The Roman ones, not so much. The Greek ones a little bit more. But yeah, mythology is something that's always fascinated me. So I am familiar with a lot of mythology. It has been quite a number of years since I've really looked at it a lot, so like, I am a little bit sort of rusty on quite a lot of the names and the particular stories. Norse mythology is another one that's always fascinated me. I've always found that to be quite amazing. Who else have we got? Yes, Ryder, this is a demo. The release date for the full game, at the moment there is no set release date. There will be a there will be an early access to the game on Steam. You can sign up on Steam, just put the game as a favourite so that you'll be given notifications and so on. And don't worry, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this, and I will be finding a way to play this game as soon as I can, as close to its being released. May not do it like the day it's released. I may allow a week or two for the early bugs to just be worked out of it, just to get the kinks out of the system before I start looking into the game a lot more seriously. But I will definitely be playing this game. Even if nobody watches it, I'm still going to be playing this game, because my goodness me, I love this game. I absolutely love it. It's such a beautiful game. And it's everything I've been just waiting for someone to show Pharaoh a little bit of love just once again, and this goes way beyond anything I expected. It is absolutely beautiful. And so much of it is so familiar. It's brilliant. I mean, I love the bread thing. Like, the original game is all done in gold. And the bread thing is actually quite a cool little touch. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you'll be able to bake bread. Ooh, request from a neighbouring... right, let's have a look. 900 bricks. I can do that. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to pause in here, and then we want to get 900 bricks stockpiled in the city. So the best way to do this, Snow Fox, hello and welcome to the stream. Fantastic to see you here. Hi Frith, the RPS is calling. We're happy to see you've hired more bots to take the strain of your workforce. Robot Protection Society. I'm working on the permits. Snow Fox actually suggested that I need to have the permits for my robots in the Factorio series. Little bit different, flying robots on a futuristic planet. Little bit different to this game, admittedly. But yeah, she suggested that I needed to have my permits for my robots. Now, I'm currently up to just about 500,000 robots, although, spoiler alert, because that's not actually out on an episode yet. They're not flying. They're not flying. They're just being made and put in chests. So I've still got 500,000 robot permits that I've got to sign, so that it's all above board. Not quite sure I'm able to whack out 500,000 signed pieces of paper in the next couple of days. It may take a little bit longer. I suffer from writer's cramp. Right. And what else? Best work is done by doing something one loves. So if you love the game, the series you're doing on the game is going to be perfect. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, I do dearly love this game, and I am so looking forward to seeing how the pyramids are done. I'm trying not to get my hopes up, because if you like get your hopes up too much, it can end up being a... You do sometimes end up sort of getting disappointed a bit, don't you? So I'm very aware that I need to be a little bit careful about that. But at the same time, I can't wait. I just can't wait. I want to build pyramids. I want to build my pyramids. Right, Abydos over here. No, this one. There. I'm currently exporting bricks. Now, we've sold 7,300 bricks to them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop all of that immediately. Not going to do any more, just for a minute. So that we're stockpiling the bricks. There. Now we carry on again. 6 times. So I'm no longer selling any bricks, and I am going to wait until I have stockpiled the bricks that we had requested. It's not in the economy bit, is it? It's in here. It's under diplomacy. They want 900 bricks. We've got 5 months remaining on that one. 4 months. I don't have that many bricks. I've only got 200 bricks. I'm not going to be able to do this. Seriously, I've got like 200 bricks. Really do with you whacking out these bricks pretty quick, to be honest. Because, look. No, in here. Diplomacy. No! It's gone! My request is gone! Oh. Oh, I remember now. It is sometimes rather smart to keep a reserve of things. Now, you notice the amount of straw that we've got in here. Yeah? I've got that much straw, and I've got this many brick makers over here. It would be prudent, I feel, if we were to make another brick maker. We have another brick maker who could be doing a little bit of work, so that way we've got some things. But what we can do is we can say sell a set amount. So I got bricks. Just sell up to. So I'll sell up to here. And I'll change this number. I can change it like this. Right. Sell up to 1,000. Not 10,000, 1,000. There. Right. 1,000. Sell up to 1,000. I'm going to sell up to 1,000 bricks. I don't know if this is going to work. I've got 500 in there. So hopefully he will buy the bricks from one side, but he won't buy the bricks from the other side. And then what I'm also going to do is I've got a lot of straw being stored in here. So we're going to limit the intake of straw on each side down to 1,600. You do it in blocks of 4 because they share. They don't share a cube, right? So I've got 600 bricks stored on that side, and then over here, right, we got 600 clay there, I got 200 bricks there, and I got another 400 bricks over there. They don't share the squares. So you want to do whatever you're doing in groups of 4 is best. So that one there, sell up to 1,000. Actually, I want to sell up to 1,200. Sale up to 1,200. Now, I don't know if that means that I will reserve 1,200 bricks on that one, and that's what they will keep at. So we will try that. We'll keep that with 1,200 bricks stored in there. And we'll come down here, and I'm going to keep that one on this side down to 1,200 on there. So that's 3 stacks on there. Straw on that side, I'm not going to change. I'm going to leave that one as it is. So we'll try that. So the straw will be removed out of here. And then I'm going to go back into the economy tab. We're going to go over to this one. And I'm going to go back to exporting bricks on here. So I got 1,600 bricks currently stored. And I got 1,100 clay on there. I've got plenty of the stuff. Absolutely boatloads of it. Will I actually store the material in here or not? This is one thing that I don't know about. Now, I've got some clay. We've got plenty of clay. Here comes the trader. He's just gone and bought everything. And he's gone and bought everything in there. That wasn't quite what I was wanting him to do. So, sell up to 1,200, and I've got 400 left. That doesn't work. Just sell, collect, take all. Don't take. Right, if I set you to collect. And I can limit the amount that I hold in there. Hopefully that will do it then. We'll try that. I'm collecting 1,200 bricks. I don't know. I'm genuinely not sure. There's one of the little details that you can mess around with these so that you can store certain items and you can stop the traders from taking other items. It does make life a little bit easier. So that when you get these demands coming in, you're actually able to fulfill them at the time. If I'd fulfilled those 900 bricks, I'd have been rewarded with more bread, which would have been quite a handy thing. it would have been a very, very useful thing. Hang on. I'm just having a look in here. You could successful simulations. You could robo-sign the permits for the robots in Factory. I could do, actually. I don't know why I don't use the robots to sign their own permits. That's actually a really good idea. I could genuinely... That would be brilliant. I like that. I really do. I like that. Thank you. Kim Christensen, happy birthday. Thank you very much. Snow Fox, you said happy birthday somewhere. Thank you as well. And to anybody else who has said happy birthday, thank you very, very much for the birthday wishes. It has been a wonderful birthday. I've had a fantastic birthday. I've had a fantastic time playing this game. I have, like, literally, just doing this bit over here, you can spend so long just kind of like messing around with this and tweaking everything and getting it just right. I'm wanting another message to come in. I want another message to come in. That'd be really good if we could have another message come in. It's just so cool that I've now got this game. And I'm able to play this game. Do not buy those bricks. Those bricks are not for you. Right? You're not having my bricks. These are mine. Keep your dirty paws off of them. Alright? My bricks. You go away. Go and find your own. Go and find them somewhere else. If I can stockpile these, then I've sort of got a reserve against any new messages that do come in. Yeah, I've had a really good birthday. I've done a little bit of work. I've had to be doing a little bit of editing and stuff. I haven't gone overboard with it today. Some of it I will end up doing tomorrow. So that I've had a fairly relaxing day. I had a really nice birthday tea. My beautiful wife Senleia, she treated me to a massive 14-inch pizza, which I ate about half of and could eat no more. So the rest of that one is been carefully placed, ready for tomorrow. So I'm having cold pizza for breakfast tomorrow, which is absolutely brilliant. What else have I done? Well, just kind of generally chilled out for the day, which has been really nice. I've just kind of had like a nice chill day, and it's been genuinely awesome. And have you noticed that these haven't been sold, right? They haven't been touched. They have not been touched so far. And this is a good thing. Got plenty of clay coming in. The bricks are still being made fast. And the trader should be back. There's the trader. It used to be that if you clicked on the trader, you could find out what he was coming in to buy. It would tell you specifically. There, 900. He is coming in to buy bricks. So we just click on him like that and let him come in. Sometimes they will go and they'll buy way more than they say they actually want. So he has just gone in here. He's gone and bought, waiting for wares. What have you done? Have you? He hasn't bought anything. Where's all the bricks gone? I'm confused. Why have the bricks disappeared? Did he buy bricks? Or I don't actually know if he bought them or not. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, you're collecting 1,200 bricks, and you've collected 1,200 bricks. You've got 1,700 clay over there. So there shouldn't be any difference on that. And then we've got the clay. They're running up and down here to grab this clay as quickly as they can. There comes another trader. He has now bought... Right, I see. There, he's coming in and he's buying all of the spare bricks. This side, we're not buying any bricks. I'm stockpiling too much straw in here, so I can actually go and get rid of some of this straw in here. I can take that down to 1,600 straw in there, so we've got a little bit less storage, which is more room for clay and more room for bricks, both of which are being sold. I'm reserving bricks in this one. I'm not taking any more than just those 1,200 bricks in this one. And then the extra ones will be placed into here, and if we get another message. But I don't think there is going to be another message coming in, because we have now run out of time. There comes another trader. So I've missed out on that bit. We got wares that were bought. More wares that were bought. I could sell some more of this stuff. I suppose I could sell some of the clay. I don't know why it doesn't come over to this side and get some. It would make life a little bit easier. Let's just go and have a quick look in here. It's that one. Mission description in here. Bread, we're on 5,400. Export bricks, 10,000. We easily covered that one and that one. I didn't even start on the pottery. I suppose one thing I will do, I'm already over time, but I do just want to make one potter over here so we can have a look and see what the pottery is like. And the potter already looks very similar to the pottery factory that was in the original game. Right, it does look quite it does. It genuinely looks a lot like the pottery, but just hugely improved. Like it's a really recognizable building to me. It's just it's an improved but recognizable build. This is what I love about this. Right, the attention to detail is just so exquisite and beautiful. This is just amazing. So incredible. I was so looking forward to the full version of this game. It is going to be wickedly cool and amazing fun to play. But anyway, that is all we have got time for today. That is a tiny little taster of the things that will be happening when the full Builders of Egypt game is released. It is on Steam. You can go and have a look. This one here, the Builders of Egypt Prologue, is on Steam. It is completely 100% free of charge. You can go and download it for free. You can try it out. You can't save anything on this one. It is just a really basic demo, but my goodness me, it is absolutely beautiful. And chat, we got Yo Miholyik, something like that. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that name. This is Builders of Egypt. Duck Zorley, happy birthday, you pineapple-loving ginger. I do love pineapple, Ducky. I love pineapple. It is absolutely exquisite. It just has no place on a pizza. It has no place on a pizza. As simple as that. How old am I? I am 39 years old. Just remember, Frithgar, the amount of candles you will need on your cake. You may be wise to pre-warn the fire service before you light them all, from Jebel Williams. Thank you very much. Right. Thank you all for turning up. It has been absolutely fantastic chatting to you all this evening. And it has been gorgeous in this game. This game is beautiful. It is lovely. And I am so excited to get back to playing this game in full. I'm really looking forward to it. It's amazing. It's going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be absolutely exquisite being able to play this game again in full. I don't know when it's going to be out. I couldn't rightly say when it's going to be out. It would pure guesswork at the moment. Early access to start with, and then it will move on into full development. The guy that is behind it seems keen, right? The amount of detail that he has put into this already is exquisite. It's absolutely exquisite and beautiful, and you can tell the person who done this has got a great deal of love for the original game. There is no doubt in my mind that he really did love the original game, just looking at what he has done here. But anyway, go to Steam, download the free demo, give it a bit of love, give it a decent rating, because there are people on there who are judging this by the standard of a full release rather than a free demo, which I think is not doing it justice, and it is dragging down the overall score. So if you're able to do that, then by all means, please go and have a look. We got a request. We got the request. This is what I wanted. Look, pottery. I'm not making pottery. I've got a little tiny bit of. Have I got enough pottery to do that? How much have I? Oh, I have. I've got enough. Right, economy tab, and enter here. Diplomacy. There. Send help. I did it. I fulfilled a request. That is brilliant. Okay, so yes, thank you very much, everybody, for turning up. Thank you very much to the moderators for keeping us all on a straight and narrow. It has been absolutely awesome having you all here this evening. Please do consider joining our Discord channel. It is there available all the time for people to come in and have a chat. We have a multiplayer server on there for Farming Simulator. If that is your cup of tea, you are welcome to come along and join that one anytime you like. There are usually people around who want to play on it. Numerous chat channels, so on and so forth. It's a lot of fun. Do please consider dropping by. There is a link in the description, and there's probably been a few links put up into the chat through the evening as well. There is another message over there. It's given us 550 bread because we were such good sports and gave them everything they wanted. That's all I've got time for. So if you've enjoyed the stream, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar.